Hey, you guys, it is Angel Starks back with another episode of the A List. And we're going to have a segment for love, life, and relationship. We're at 120 East Market Street at Wave One Media. And I'm super excited to be here today. I know that it's only episode number 4, but some people start stuff and just do it one time. Have you ever seen somebody start something to do it once? So I'm excited that I'm on number 4, and we're in the studio here. If you're downtown Market Street, you can stop out on the sidewalk. You can hear this show out there. Show that love, share that love, bring that good energy, and let's exchange that. I'm going to be talking to you guys about two things that I did this weekend, 2 events that I went to see if I could possibly, just possibly, get these events on my A list, which we know that I am collecting businesses and events to put on a list for you guys so that you can take the guesswork out of where you want to go, the guesswork out of where you want to spend your money. And I've already taken that and put it on a list for you. You can trust it. It's going to be good quality. You're going to be with a trusted person. You're going to be safe. And it's just going to be what you think it is. You know, it's a big thing for me to pay for something I think is going to be something, and it's not. I hate that. So I'm here to do that. I uncover and discover some of the best events and best businesses in the city and outside of the city. All right, you guys. So in the studio today, I'm going to do something a little bit different just because I'm super excited, and we have 2 guests. So you're going to see this show unfold right before your eyes. It's not perfect, and I did this on purpose. So I don't have my intro music. I don't have my outro music. Things are going to be changing right before you because I want you to respect it. And I want you to maybe even be inspired that you're waiting to do something, but you want it to be all together. And you don't know, maybe you can't make it to forever. And maybe something else might change, or maybe somebody might take that idea. Do it now. Pull together what you can and grow with your audience. Use the support. Let the universe help you to grow into whatever it is that you're trying to do. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm super excited because now we have 2 guests. It's our very first show with 2 guests. So I feel like we got like a little full house, and and so we got a packed house today. And so we're gonna talk to these 2 guests first because I'm so excited about it, and we got a lot to say. I have a card here filled with information. Ladies, I want you to turn your volume up, pull your chair up, sit down somewhere, shut up. I'm about to teach y'all. We're about to talk to Devin. He's going to be our man of the hour today to tell us, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing right? What are men even thinking? What do they want? And we think we're coming off one way, but we're obviously coming off a different way because we all single, okay? And so we're going to talk to him. And so Devin the barber is here in the studio. And then we also have Kelly Antoinette, who is a mother. She is a singer. She's a performer, and she's amazing. I'm sure you've probably seen her in the city or outside the city. She blows your mind when she gets on the stage. So I'm going to go with the official introduction for Devin. So Devin Richardson, he's in the barbering field. He's the founder and active professional barber of the Doctor of Barbering LLC and inventor and owner of High Frequency Grooming Facial Serum, High Frequency Grooming Beard Serum, and Doctor Consulting Group LLC, and also the president of Distinguished Men LLC. That sounds awesome. Okay, so he's here in the studio. Thank you so much, Devin, for making time. All of this, you're a very busy guy.
Some ways.
In some ways.
Yeah, yes.
So I'm just happy that you took the time to come and just talk to us today. It's just hard for people to make time for you. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So when somebody makes time for me, I really appreciate it.
And
so.
we appreciate you as well. And I definitely come bearing gifts, you guys.
Gifts?
So I want to definitely gift you a gift. That's one of the serums as well.
Ooh.
You can open it if you like.
Okay.
Why not?
No, let's do it.
Why not?
And if I can is this some serum for my hair?
This is for your face. It's a facial serum.
And my face going to be looking like yours?
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to put it on right now.
I gave you a nice little card to go with it. The boxes aren't originally boxes, but I definitely try to put some effort into it. I'm sorry, you know what? This is not, I messed up. This is yours.
This one's
This is
sorry.
Kelly's.
Sorry, Kelly. I already opened your present.
Okay.
But she didn't read it, though.
I didn't.
She didn't read
I
it.
did not get it. I didn't read it.
There
Okay.
you go. Yes.
And I
Everybody
like,
get gifts.
well, I should have knew this one was mine, Kelly, because I love flowers.
Yeah, that's her thing.
He already picked up on that.
Yeah. She
Got
just grabbed the
it,
box,
got it.
so.
And,
But
yeah.
that's the facial serum, and that's the high frequency facial serum.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
the. Let me see on the inside. This is the rose smell.
Rose smell.
Yeah,
okay.
she got the eucalyptus smell.
Okay. Okay.
And you put it on every night and all the above. And I also gave you every order comes with a crystal.
Okay.
And
Ooh.
you have the chevron amethyst,
Okay.
which is good for like energy, getting rid of negativity and
Oh,
positivity.
yes.
And then also helps with manifesting. She has like a pink crystal, which is part of love and self-awareness and things of that nature. So I'm very intentional when it comes to...
You are. And being intentional is super appreciated because this is exactly the journey that I'm on right now, which is getting rid of old bad energy, collecting new energy, respecting it, not second guessing good energy and good people that are surrounding me, all of that. So this fits right into what I'm doing. So I love it.
So you keep that crystal with you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I'm not trying to brag, but Devin did bring me some purple flowers today, just to let all y'all know.
I'm trying. I need to treat the ladies like they're supposed to be treated, right? Yeah.
And I love flowers, which is so funny, is that I am a flower queen. Like, if you ever do anything bad to me, bring me some flowers. I'm going to hear you out. I don't care what you did. I'm going to be like, no, what?
Right.
I don't care what color they are. I love flowers because I'm from down south. And I used to be in the garden and running around on our farm, just picking flowers all day, putting them in my hair, putting them in my baby basket, whatever. So I just love flowers. It makes me feel youthful and innocent. So
that's beautiful.
I feel great right now.
It's great energy.
So thank you, Devin. So Devin's here. We're going to be talking to him again. Like I said, I have tons of questions for him, and I want to get the male perspective on a lot of things. And so next, we want to definitely introduce my girl, Kelly Antoinette. Now, Kelly is a believer. She's a mother. She's a singer. She's a paralegal, a realtor. And she's a friend of mine now. So thank you, beautiful, for taking the time to driving all the way from across town, coming here, being beautiful, and sharing this good energy that I'm feeling right now.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I'm glad that we finally could work our dates out.
I know.
Get this scheduled. So I'm really excited. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. So let's get to it. So I'm going to let ladies go first. I believe we should do it in that manner.
I agree.
So tell the viewers and the listeners a little bit about you and what you do. You can just kind of mix and match. You do a lot.
Yeah. I'm Kelly Antoinette, born and raised in Indianapolis. I graduated from Lawrence Central. I have 3 children. I have 3 amazing boys who are also talented, so I'm very proud of them. I'm very much like, my boys rock. Yeah. I've been singing basically since I could talk. That's pretty much all I know. Music is my passion. It's my happy place. I'm so blessed to be able to sing as much as I do now and perform in the city that I grew up in the city that's home for me. I'm a licensed broker in the state since 2016, and I'm also a paralegal. I do some freelance paralegal work. So I do a lot. I sing. I kind of started out in the church, like actually singing in front of people.
Okay.
But so I still do that. But I've kind of branched out now as an artist. And so I've been excited to just be on my own. Like, that was something that I was always kind of afraid of, just to get out there and like Kelly Antoinette as an act, like not under the umbrella of a band or, like a group, it's just like me. And that was kind of scary at first, but it's been booked, so it's paying off. So
you have.
God is good.
God is very, very good. So you are an act all on your own, but you do have a band. Are these gentlemen with you all the time, or you just use different?
For the most part, I have like a locked-in band that I use when they're available. But a lot of times, sometimes my musicians, they're booked other places or they might have something. So I've been doing this for so long that I have a lot of connections in the city. So I pretty much can, find someone if I'm in a bind, but I usually stick to, I like the people who know my show and who know what I do and where I'm going. And I don't have to, worry and just kind of stress-free when you're performing with people who are they just know your vibe and they just go. So yeah.
So that's awesome. And then some of your performances that you've done lately, the last thing that I seen you do was the indie night market. So I was going to end up coming to that, but I had an emergency and I had a ticket for nothing. But I was there in spirit.
Yes.
I always be in the front rocking it, letting
Yes,
them know.
honey.
I will set the mood and say, it's okay, we're going to have a good time. And then everybody gets up and they do their thing. So that was the last thing. And what was that like for you? Because that looked like a really big deal. It was nice.
Yeah, that event, I did the indie night market in the summer.
Okay.
So I believe they have one in the summer and one in the fall. And it was inside. It was at the pavilion at Pan Am in the summertime, and then this one was out like in the United Way parking lot.
Okay.
It was a dope vibe, great energy. I mean, by the time I performed, it was dark. The weather was amazing. People were vibing with me. You know, they had the bars set up. They had food trucks. They had the local vendors. So it was just really, and I was excited because, like I said, I was born and raised in Indy. So this is home for me. So to do an event like that, you know, where it's promoting, you know, local businesses within the community, and here I am, born and raised an Indy native. It was just like, you know, nice to be there, and my kids were there. It was kid friendly, and you know, my babies, they my world. They don't get to come to everywhere Mama performed, but and they didn't want to go, but they were like, Mom, you did. My son, my youngest son, ran up to me afterward and just hugged me, like, and just for him to be like, you did good. I'm like, okay, well, he liked me. If nobody else did, that little one,
He was proud.
So yeah, it was a really, really dope event. So yeah.
And then Indie Jazz Roots, I seen you there. I seen you at Havana and Fishers. I've seen a lot of different flyers going around where you're just getting booked. How are people booking you? Like, what are you doing for your marketing and advertisement? Is it just word of mouth? And let's say something. So, Devin, we're just having a conversation.
She's busy.
You can jump in and say, if you have something, go ahead, because y'all know each other better than I do.
No, she came to my sister's birthday party.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So,
Yep,
like, and
we
then
sure
after
did.
that, I seen her that Sunday. Then she's busy.
Yeah, very
I
busy.
applaud it, you know?
Yeah.
How are you getting booked like that?
You know, it's really been between like word of mouth or my social media presence is, you know, there were people are tagging me left and right, need a singer, and you know, I honestly, it's either via social media or like the events that I do. A lot of times, some people will come up to me afterwards wanting to know how they can book me. So, just kind of moving around, and people are hearing and liking what they hear. So,
And she brings good energy though too.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
it's not like she just comes and like she adapts to what's going on.
Yes.
She's like, what needs to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, even at my sister's party, she sung and she rapped. I'm like, oh, you rap too? You know what I mean? She know it all. You know, but so she brings the heat, so I can see why people are always trying to get at her.
Yes.
Contact. You know?
And what would you say, like, what is the experience that somebody could expect if they come and see you? So we know you rap and you sing. Just a mixture, or what type of music do you typically sing?
so I typically sing like R&B, soul music. I do some top 40. I try to kind of gauge like who I feel like the age group that I think will be in the audience. And sometimes like I have to pull an audible and I'm like, all right, you know, we got some old school players in here. We got to whip out the Isley Brothers or something.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So you can switch it up in the middle of a show.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And so, yeah, that's what I like to gauge like the audience and the crowd. When I'm planning the songs in advance, you know, just based on the nature of like the facility, and if I've been there before, I can kind of gauge it that way. But a lot of times I just pay attention to the crowd. You know, I'm there to move the crowd. Like I'm very passionate, and I feel like the energy I give is going to reflect in the audience, and then vice versa. So, you know, a lot of times just paying attention to who's in the audience and who's vibing to what. I might do a couple fillers the first time, and if they like, okay, you know, we want some Ari Lennox, or they want some different, you know, so I can go there. So I think that's kind of, you know, what you can expect is that I'm going to touch you somewhere. I'm going to meet you where you're at. And, you know, I definitely believe that this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm doing, and the doors that are opening and the events that are happening, you know, it's really fulfilling because, like I said, this is my passion. And so it's been exciting.
And, you know, that's talent right there when you go in and you have a certain set that you're going to do, and you can fill people out and switch it up.
Yep.
You know, and still flow. You're not like, oh, well, look, y'all got the music ready? You know, you're like, no, I'm feeling this is what we're going to do.
Yes.
So that's talent to be able to do that.
And she's focused.
And she's focused. And I'm going to tell you, so the last time, whenever I seen you at Havana, I hadn't seen you in a long time. I was getting over COVID and pneumonia. I was done with all of that. Been in the house, feeling lonely, couldn't talk to no people. And, you know, people bringing me food. I'm crying. I want to come outside. And I was scared to come outside because I've been in the house for a long time. I'm like, is it really over? What if I catch it again?
Yeah.
And you were my re-entry into the world, and it went off with a hitch. You know what I'm saying? And I seen you there, and I was like, and I just felt like, oh, that's over with. I made it through, girl. Get out here and have a good time. So that was the first time that I came out of the house and came and seen you, and I've been rolling ever since.
Yes, yes.
Some good energy.
It was.
And you was right up there with me. We was
I was so
vibing
happy.
off of each other.
I was so happy just to get out, dance, move around, and then she'll shout you out. So,
Really?
she'll be like, Angel's in the building, make you feel like you're a big old celebrity or something.
Maybe I wasn't that big of a celebrity because I remember one day she was busy. She was busy.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, she was busy.
Even when we was at the Jazz Roots, I was all the way back there, and you was like, Angel, I see you. I was like, yeah, I see she see me.
Yeah.
And that's, girl. That's nice. I love when people do that.
Support each other, though.
Yes,
Women
yes.
need to do that.
This is my only person that I know that is a professional singer.
Yeah.
That I'm not like, well, keep working on it, baby. Let God work with you.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Right.
Let him use you, baby.
Right. That's not the song.
No, yeah.
Right.
So she's a real singer,
Oh, she
and
is.
I have access to her, and I feel very proud, and I'm very proud of you to be able. It's not like you're 20 and you don't have any kids and no responsibility. You got man, babies, probably a dog, all kinds of stuff, and still show up and give us your energy and your time, and we appreciate you. So before we move forward, there was just a couple of questions because I already let people know that we were going to be talking to you guys, and this is from Instagram. Where is your music digitally? Do you have music somewhere digitally?
Not at the moment. So I have a single that I wrote, and I am planning to release it on my 35th birthday in February of next year. So I'm gonna have a big release thing. I plan to do like an EP as well, but for now, my single is called "Handle Me with Care."
I know that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've got going on now.
Okay.
So I'm working on that.
So this is what I'm going to suggest that you do for your question. If you want more of Kelly and you're not out and about, you can go to her Instagram. She's going to give you the handle, and you can just stalk that like I do. So I go back and listen to her at events and watch myself dance all in the aisles, and I have a good old time. So that's a way that you can go and kind of listen to her, hear her voice, get that good energy. Give them your Instagram or all your social media, wherever they can find you, how they can book you, all of that.
Okay. Yep. So my Instagram is Kelly Antoinette. It's KELLI __ANTOINETTE. So that is my Instagram. And then my Facebook is just Kelly Antoinette, spelled the same way, obviously. And that's it. I'm not, that's all I'm on.
That's it. That's all you need, baby.
It's a famous name.
It's a famous name. All of us got famous names.
I know.
Angel Starks,
Yes.
Devin Richardson,
Yeah.
and then Kelly Antoinette. We really probably could start a little group if we want to.
Yeah, we could.
Y'all
He can be the face of the whole thing.
No,
Can
wait
y'all
a minute.
sing?
No, I was in a band before
Now,
and I can't
but
sing, but who
listen.
cares?
Right. I can dance a little bit.
Okay,
She
that
already kicking
works.
us out the group, so
No.
Eddie Kaning us.
I mean, even if you could
Educated
just do a
She-
tenor and then
Nah.
maybe a
Nah.
alto.
That's-
I'm the backup dancer. Put his face on the
no.
album so we can sell
No,
it.
Yep.
no, we're gonna.
That's
This is how
cool.
Beyonce started. You know, she was like, "Oh, you can do the tenor."
Yeah.
And we just come in, and 2 years later, we out.
No.
We put out.
She wouldn't do that though. She's a sweetheart.
No,
I don't
and
think
we
she
would
do
be
that.
there's power in unity.
It
We would
is
be powerful.
Yeah, we can get 3
When
bags.
people start talking with their hands, they lying. That's what they do. That's what they.
Well, I be lying all the time
That's
because
what
I am
I'm
a
saying.
hand talker.
Exactly.
I am a hand talker.
Yes.
I am. Did they say that for real?
No, I'm just playing.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
made
be
that
like
up. You see
that.
how quick he made that up?
He did. He's good. So over to you. So Devin, I want to just we're gonna hit it quick, but I want to go down and let's kind of see. We know what the frequency grooming facial serum is because we were just gifted, and this beard
Yes.
is a whole nother vibe, a whole nother
Yes. You know
person,
what?
a whole
I
nother
have
situation.
some testing things I want you guys to try out.
Oh.
I just want you. I have
Well, look at him.
Because listen, my beard serum
Yes.
hasn't launched yet. I officially launched my facial serum last year.
Okay.
I'm sorry, August.
Okay.
And of course, I'm trying to be intentional about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, because you want to understand oils and what they do. Like even with the facial serum, it has aloe vera in there.
Yeah.
But you have to have something that's in there that preserves it because it's a water base.
Okay.
And people don't realize when you have water base, aloe vera is supposed to be in the refrigerator.
Okay.
You know, so it can produce mold and bacteria if you don't put it together right.
Okay.
So either or.
Okay.
So this is one of my top.
Are you
ones
rubbing
that
it on us or how we doing?
No. I don't want to rub it on you.
Oh.
So I brought some Q-tips.
Oh, okay.
I'm very, like I said, intentional. So,
Kelly.
but I want to see what you guys' response is with this smell.
Okay.
Because these men are going to be walking around finally with beards that doesn't smell like outside or from work or things of that nature.
Yes.
And you guys tell me what you think about this smell. I just want to see what you guys' reaction is.
Do I put it on my skin or just smell it?
Just smell it. Oh, that's what I like. Oh, what was that? What was that? That noise was what I wanted. That You like that?
This just relaxed me
This
instantly.
does.
Okay.
You know what I seen?
What?
I seen the ocean.
You seen the ocean?
I seen
What'd
the
you see?
ocean when I closed my eyes.
What'd you see?
It's
that
I
beard
don't,
serum
I don't want
coming
to
out
say
soon.
what I saw, but
I want to
it
know.
was no.
I want that. I
I'm
want
just-
that
Put
part
y'all
right
kids
there.
in the bed. We about
Right,
to
that's
tell
what
y'all
I
what
just
we
want
really
to like
think.
melt like into someone's arms when I.
And it's only two people. My guy Lance G, he got it, and another guy. He's one of my beard clients, but I haven't pushed it yet. I have like maybe 2 other scents I'm working with right now.
Okay.
But this kind of gives me as a man that cigar, leather seat. You know what I'm saying? Man cave kind of.
With a little Hennessy.
With a little Hennessy. with a big ice cube kind
Yes.
of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I got them at my house.
Correct. And I'll take that for you.
Can I
you
take
wanna
this
keep
to my
it?
house?
No, you can keep it. You can keep it. You can keep it. But I didn't want to put it in your hands. Or
I want to
anything
put it in my
that.
purse. I'm taking it
that's
with
what
me.
I'm talking about. But it's what's coming out soon. So I
Okay.
just wanted to see what you guys' reaction was.
I loved it. She loved it. I think it's
did.
going to be
Okay.
a hit.
Okay, great. The beards.
The beard.
Beard.
So that's the beard serum.
Yes, the beard
But that
serum.
has not. You afforded you this beard that you've had all these years. That is
Yeah.
a whole nother person. Like people may not even know you, but they
don't
know the
me.
beard.
They know my beard.
Right. What are you doing to it?
Um.
Because I want to put it in my real hair.
Well, I put it in the bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put it in the bottle, just like the facial serum. I put it in the bottle. I've been very intentional about what I do with my body, my skin, my face, and so I put it in the bottle finally for people to actually enjoy it.
Okay.
And I want to be something that because people always used to, hey, would you come up with a beard serum? I'm like,
Finally did
okay,
it.
whatever.
Yeah.
But that wasn't my goal.
Okay.
But then when it came to me, like, yeah, you need to do that.
It has to come
It's
to you.
exciting.
Yeah.
Now it's fun, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it to y'all, but I'm gonna give it to y'all with my style.
Okay.
And when you get the smell like that, it's like, okay, some men don't even wear cologne. You know what I mean? Some men don't even wash up the way they're supposed to wash up, but their beard will smell good.
You're gonna do your part.
You know what I mean? Do my part. So
I'm gonna take care of here.
So
I don't know what they're gonna do.
it's gonna promote healthy beards and also hair growth. So
Okay. Well, I'm excited for you.
I appreciate
I
that.
do speak that's going to be successful
Thank you.
into
Thank you so
existence.
much.
I think it's going to
Especially
be
for
awesome.
us.
Yeah.
Something made by us for us and for my kids. You know, they can have that after So
After you gone.
yeah.
So let's go to the. So let's talk about you as a barber.
Okay.
When I first met you, I had a really short haircut.
Yeah, I remember.
And I said, I think I should go to him because I'm real particular about this haircut, and it seems like it's something special over there. It just didn't seem like the marketing, the way you make an appointment,
Right.
the pictures. It just seemed like it was something special over there.
Yeah.
So tell me about your barbering experience. What sets you apart? You know, why are you special?
Well, I was already different before I became a barber.
Okay.
I knew that initially. You always have that weird feeling just being in I call it the matrix.
Yeah.
So it's something that you have to almost grow into. And I call it posturing up.
Okay.
When you posture up, no one can stop you. You know what I'm saying? Like the Neil, when he was the one, he didn't believe in it. But when you go through life and obstacles, you start realizing you're different. You here because you're different.
I am different.
You could be going home watching what's on Netflix right now. I don't know, but
I
that's
don't
what
know.
I'm saying. Exactly, it's different. So when I wanted to be a professional. I didn't know what I was going to be a professional at.
Okay.
And barbering was laid in my lap, so I wanted to be the most professional barber. So a lot of barbers that I went to wasn't that professional.
Okay.
They were good at their craft, but they were always on the phone while they cutting hair. They would stop in the middle of haircuts, cut out.
Okay.
Yep. Just us young men wasn't learning anything from these men, and these are supposed to be men. You know what I'm saying? So I was intentional when I came in the barbering industry. Like, not only am I going to be a barber, but I'm also going to be a leader. Any client that I ever had with let you know that I've gave them some type of nugget.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's about credit, about business, finances. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Even young men, I've had mothers call and be like, "I appreciate you guiding him
while he's getting a haircut.
while he's getting a haircut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like when you go get any services, sometimes they turn into a counselor.
Correct.
And you just start running your mouth.
Correct.
And then you be like, don't tell nobody I told
Yes.
you. You know?
Right.
But you have to you definitely have to be a follower first and a leader, and they will see.
And you have a trusting spirit
Yeah.
for somebody to feel comfortable, because
Correct.
people can't sit there for an hour and don't say a word to you.
Correct.
You know, that's not something that can't happen. So
I don't want any clients that are like that.
right, but that's your energy. You
Yeah.
make them feel like it's comfortable, and
Yeah.
you make them feel like I got something that I actually can share that could probably help you. We can have a
Correct.
conversation. You can leave here with more than a
Yeah,
haircut.
I agree.
So speaking of your services, you actually your clientele is what? Who would be a good person to come and get a haircut or services from you? Only women or men?
My clientele, for the most part, are both. I have maybe 30% of my clientele are women.
Okay.
So
We got that many short haircuts?
oh yes, and also a lot of women are they're letting go of things this year.
Yes.
They're letting go of things from last year to this year that I'm noticing. It's very emotional. It's very intentional. So my clientele will.
I don't even want to
Don't
talk
get me
about it.
started. That's not going.
So
We both was like,
Where my flowers at? I need some. Yes, we're letting go. All right.
yeah, so we're so things have been kind of a little bit different, and so both.
Okay.
I don't just, and I enjoy it because it allows me to put down the clippers of getting very detailed and very sharp what men would want.
Yes.
And the women, I have barbers that recommend women to come to me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but some women, men barbers and women barbers don't know how to cut with women hair.
Right.
So.
I definitely think it's a difference. I learned,
Yep,
like,
it's
you
a
just cut
difference.
my hair like I'm getting out the army.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
and then
yes.
going to somebody that couldn't, I'm still soft. I'm very feminine. I still want to look elegant and sweet and approachable. I don't want a
Correct.
big old hard line, you know.
Correct.
And so that's a big piece, and that's probably why they're sending them to you. So you do all textures of hair. I see that you have Caucasian hair, curly hair, you know, African American hair,
Right.
which
if
is
you're a barber, you should be able to cut any hair.
you should,
It
but some
doesn't
people
matter-
can't, right?
It doesn't matter who it is.
But
You
some
should
people
be able-
cannot.
I agree. Some people have.
Because I've taken
some
my
people,
foster kids,
Some
and I'm
people would not practice.
like, okay, they just want to stick with what's
Correct.
comfortable.
Because you have to practice to even be able to get good at, every texture. You know.
Do you have any other training or services on dyeing, or do you do brows? You do anything? Anything? Do you shape up the brows?
Correct. I
You
do brows, men
okay.
and women brows.
Okay.
Listen, men now they want their eyebrows shaped up a little bit, not arched but cleaned up. It's a little bit different. I don't, but a lot of men do.
Okay.
Women, they come to get their eyebrows arched as well as tinted. I try not to push that too much because it'll be busy.
All right, because it takes a while.
No, women may come just to get the eyebrows done and may not come back. you know.
Okay.
But just come get your eyebrows
Did I
done.
feel some
No,
energy right here
it's-
with somebody coming and getting something done? I come
No,
back?
not
No.
But it does happen.
Is he talking to you?
But it does happen. So I try not to push that one. But women do come do that. I do also quick facials
Okay.
with the exfoliant
Oh.
and things of that nature, especially for us men because men don't do that. So I added that into my repertoire. You know, so. I
And
do a
you
little
have
bit of everything.
beautiful skin
I
and
appreciate
beautiful hair, and you're very well put together. So if I had a man that I was going to send to get anything done, I would say go over here and look at him
Yeah.
because you kind of represent what you're servicing,
brand.
and I think a lot of people don't understand that. Even
Yeah.
trainers or somebody that's doing my nails, your nails jacked up, you doing my hair, your hair messed up, you telling me how my hair gonna grow, you bald headed. That's
I
kind
agree. I
of
agree.
hot, but
And I
people
made
go anyway.
Yeah, I made a post like that one
Yeah.
day about barbers going in the shop with basketball shorts on and wave caps.
Yeah.
Had a couple barbers hit me up like, man, don't be calling this out. You know what I mean? But it's
your opinion.
But it's important because you got to leave out of there. You got to go to the store. You have to go to the gas station. And right away, I've gotten athletes and things of that nature just from going to the mall. And they're like, you cut hair, don't you?
Yeah.
Like you give that type of persona energy off, or you do something. It's something about that individual that shows that they do something. So you got to be intentional when you are, being a professional.
Representing
your brand.
quality
Correct.
in the way you look and the way you carry yourself is a big deal. So when I am next to another person that's an influencer or a radio host or whatever we're doing, I got a lot of red carpets that I'm booked for lately.
Right.
And I thought, well, why are everybody booking me? You know what I'm saying? Well, they're having luxurious type of events. They want to be sure that when they start breaking off that $1,000 or more, that I'm going to show up without a doubt in a certain energy, a certain look. I'm gonna pull up right. I'm gonna talk right. I'm gonna smell right. Everything's gonna be right.
Yes.
Right.
And you're intentional with it.
And I'm very intentional with it.
Because the blue is what you're doing this week, right?
The blue is what I'm doing. I guess all month. I don't even know I was doing blue.
But see,
you read my post.
But the thing is, people like the professionals are going to pay attention to that.
Yep.
That's
you
part
are.
of your brand and
Yes.
it shows so much class.
So then when you say how much you charge and that I need you to book online and if you're late this and this and this, they feel like, okay, because they go in Saks and they follow the rules and they do everything because of the perception of it and the standard. Yeah. So
when I meet new clients now, well, it's been some years, I instantly let them know, and I tell barbers this too, or any professional, I tell them all the time, always tell people you're busy. I don't care if you're not busy tomorrow. Let them know you're booked so much. I don't know if I can get you in. What do people do when you tell them that?
They get desperate. People,
get desperate.
Everybody wants something they can't really have.
So I tell them, hey, I do appointments only, but I'm so busy though. But I get you in. You just, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But they want to know. They want to know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't care if you come to me once.
Yeah. They do. People love that.
Yeah, they love it.
I know when I called a restaurant and I really, I'm like, can I make a reservation? And they're like, oh, we don't know. And I'm like, are you sure? Can I get on there? I'll be there on time. I can come at 6 instead of 7. You just want to get in. They get you in every time. And then I'm intentional about making sure I get there on time because I don't want to miss my spot. They didn't trick me and told me they ain't handle space.
Table's open.
Yes.
You gotta trick me.
It's a mind trick. Even though we know what it is, we still fall for it our own self.
Correct.
So, so Devin, but we want to get into some questions. We want you to kind of help the ladies out. Yes, you. We want you to help the ladies out.
She said she cuffed, so.
She's cuffing, but she still needs to know how to stay cuffed,
Yeah,
and she could still be learning while she's in cuffing season.
Correct.
And so we're good. So we want you to kind of help us answer some questions, maybe help the ladies out from a man's perspective. We know we think we know what we know, but it's just your opinion on what you think. Okay, so one of the major questions that I wanted to ask you was, do you consider yourself to be a high-valued man, and what you think that definition is? Because that's been going all over the social media. We went really crazy with Kevin and Kevin Samuels.
Yes,
so let's talk about the high-valued man. Do you consider yourself to be one, and what is your definition?
To me, I watched Kevin's videos as well, and a lot of other people. So it's not just him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the women are the ones that's boosting him up. It's not the men. But high-value man to me is stability.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Structure, stability, leadership, more so of a dominant man, very assertive, but very intent on what he's doing in his life, So I feel like a high-value man knows himself first.
Okay.
And what he's going to bring to the table. When he walks out the house, he knows what's going to happen next. He knows what next step needs to be. And to me, that's what a high-value man is, more so stability.
Okay.
Because you can talk about the financial part. Yeah. But they could be repossessed. You know what I'm saying?
I was just saying that.
It's a lot of things that go with that. So, but to me, that's what the high value man is. I definitely have some great attributes with that.
Okay.
In that area, I feel like I'm working on it every single day. So
perfect. And then the woman, the high valued woman, what would you consider? That's a high valued woman right there. I don't know if you can just point her out or if you have to be in her energy and spend some time with her. But what would you say? This is what my definition is.
You would have to spend time with her because men. I'm gonna tell you this. And as a man, I'm 38. I have dated women who were definitely financial stability. They have financial stability. They got a doctor such in front of their name. Men don't care about that.
Yes.
Men don't care about no money. Men really don't care about obviously in the bedroom. But
they don't care about the bedroom.
I'm talking about. But the thing is, you have to be a different type of man to understand what I'm saying. Like we know what that looked like and that feel like. But the thing is, the high value part is internal. You know what I mean? Like I see a lot of women getting a lot of external done, but the internal's not.
Oh, yeah.
So where's the value at in that?
Okay.
You pimping out the ride on the outside, the engine bad. There's no value.
This is true.
We'll ride it. We'll leave it at the side of the road. You know what I'm saying?
We'll ride it. Okay. Crazy.
But it's a fact.
Okay, so it's not the high value woman to you, in your definition, would be her internal,
correct?
Not what
she
she's
brings.
really okay.
What she brings, you know what I'm saying? I remember I had a young woman one day state to me, she was like, "What do you need added to you from a woman?" that's important.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's valuable to me.
Do you feel like a lot of men know what they need added to them?
In some ways, yeah. Because I mean,
sometimes they know.
Yeah, in some ways, not all. Not all men know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a man could get a great woman and become, if he wants to be successful financially, he could be successful with one woman, become a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what's your relationship status? The inquiring minds want to know. Not me, but the people.
Not you? Okay, cool. If it was you, I was going to answer it. But
I'm just playing. No, just playing.
Right now, I'm single mingling. You know what I mean? Single mingling.
Okay, that's a new one. Have you guys Google that? I've never heard of single mingling.
That's a little petty to tell them to Google it.
Because I want them to tell me what it means so I can know.
What did Jada say? What she was doing on there?
She was entangled.
Yeah, see, those are words that you just come up with. You know,
she was tangled up.
Yes.
I don't want that.
I don't have no entanglements and nothing right now going on.
Okay, but, so he's dating basically.
Correct.
So there you go.
She changed it up.
And what do you think about men dating women with children? I've seen a lot of stuff on social media where they're trying to get like men, like if she got kids, she gonna be drama, she gonna be this and that, and she's gone downhill. Don't do it. What is your perspective on dating women for yourself? We're talking about your opinion with children.
Well, it depends on where the woman's at because if she's open, because if she has children, she has to be open to a man that is going to want to be involved. He's going to want a voice. He's going to want respect. So of course it comes with time and trust. But at the same time, if a man is coming in as a role model, somewhat father figure, because that's what he's going to be.
Yes,
yeah.
He should.
If he says, "Hey, I think you should," and this is why I've heard this a lot and seen this a lot. I think you should stop letting your son sleep with you.
What? What'd you say?
Stop letting your son sleep in the bed with you. He's 7.
Yeah.
Oh, so what's the point of a man being around if you won't even accept and respect what he's telling you as a man? So there's a thin line there where it's like you want a man to accept you. Oh, he needs to accept me and everything that comes with me, but he can't say nothing about it.
Yeah. I know. I see that all the time. I've never been like that.
But
I'm sick of my kids. As soon as a man comes, whoop him.
Listen, and I say that, but it's so crazy because it's a double sword to me because I see a lot of women date men who can care less about their kids. But the men that do care, they disrespect them and won't listen to nothing he says. But the other men don't even ask about your kids.
Right.
You had a long day, kids came from school. He don't never say, how was you and the kids' day?
Right. Well, he wouldn't be in my presence, but I've seen it happen.
But that's yours. Majority of women are used to that.
I definitely seen it happen before.
Yeah.
I actually had a relationship where I felt that I wanted him to be his man. I wanted him to be the man. Wanted him to make his presence known and wanted him to build his own relationship and own respect for them. I'm sick of saying stuff.
Right.
I've been saying it before I met you. Tell him one time and let him go do it. And he was like, well, they're only not my kids. And I was giving him permission, like, whoop them, put them in the corner, take their toys, do all that.
Right.
And it was really kind of odd that he was just like, no. And so I was like, well, it's probably not going to work out because.
But you should be like that. And it's so funny. I'm like, women don't really date. We're having kids. They just date for them.
Right.
They don't date for no father figure. Like, they can care less about
even if your child has a father, if this man is in your life and being a part of who you are and growing with you and doing all the things that they do, he's got to play that role. So it's not that you're replacing if he has an active father, but you got to be in there. That don't even make sense.
So what if he don't? Most of the women
if you don't, then he's yours.
Don't have the father figure.
And that's it's a shame, but it's real common for that to be happening. So if you're listening, let your boyfriend, let him lead your child, your man, or obviously you trust him enough to be in your life and be in your space and be in your body and all this old type of stuff. Let him do them babies.
And if you feel like he's not the one, let him go.
Let him go.
Because most of the time, most men meet a woman, be around their kids, and leave them alone, they ever talk to their kids ever again. That's not the type of man. That's not a real man. If he's gonna step in and step up, that means if y'all break up, he's still gonna be involved.
Exactly.
I got a lot of kids.
You got a lot of babies.
I got a lot of kids.
And you know what?
I'm going to tell you, they're not mine. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I was in their relationship.
Yes.
I was in their life for 5, 6, 7 years, and now we broke up and it's done.
I'm still calling and checking up on
Yeah. I actually my kids have an amazing father. He's not their biological father. We're not together. He keep him for a week. I keep him for a week. I was blessed. For sure, Devin, that when it was over, I was like, well, let me tell y'all about your dad, and let me see if I can get on Facebook and find something for y'all before it get Christmas.
And he's not like that.
No, he is like, these are my kids. You crazy. And I'm like, oh.
That's a real
That was
man.
awesome.
That's a
Yeah.
real man, though.
He's awesome. Shout out to Michael. So Kelly, let's ask you about, because you have children.
I do.
And you're in a fairly new relationship. What was that like, introducing him to them? It's all right now. It's real awkward for me because, like, at what point do you be like, oh, it's getting too much to keep taking them up my mama house, and I gotta hide them, and I gotta sneak you out and down the stairways, and all these types of things. How did that work? How did you transition into letting your current boyfriend meet your kids that are not his?
So my kids, I was coming out of a pretty bad relationship. Well, the previous relationship that I was in was just not a good situation, and my kids knew that and they saw that. And so honestly, they, when I kind of started putting fillers out, like I'm dating someone, I kind of like him, how y'all feel? And at first they were like, well, if it ain't such and such, then we good, long as it ain't this last.
Oh, okay. They even knew, like,
but I knew, like, okay, that wasn't enough. This is coming from kids. So honestly, like, I just, I had them around them, and I asked them. Me and my kids, we talk about everything. I like to keep open lines of communication. So I just asked them how they felt, and did they like him? And of course they're like, well, he got a nice car. We like that. Okay. He got these chains. We like that. And I'm like, no, but like, no, y'all, because the chains and the cars.
Yes.
So yeah, I just kind of let them, tell me how they felt, because it's important. My boys are my world, and I want them to be able to look up to whoever is in my life, and they, they have good dads as well. So my kids have good dads. So anyway, so I just kind of asked them for their opinion.
But how long was this? You met him. It's a month. I'm sick of hiding him. Here y'all new daddy.
Yeah.
Or what? Like, how did you do that?
It did to me. It kind of moved. I think that from the outside looking in, somebody may say it was kind of quick.
Okay.
For me, but. I made sure that they were comfortable. Like I said, I talked to them and I made sure, like, are you guys comfortable with this? And they were just happy to see me happy.
Absolutely.
And so at that point, but still that's not enough, because you said sometimes women just are good with, like, okay, he makes me happy, so y'all just got to deal with them. But I'm very, like, observant to how you talk to them, to how you treat them, what you do for them. Do you pay attention to them? Do you know how to deal with each of them? Because they're different. They have big personalities and they're all different. So
how long have you been dating?
How long have we been dating?
She's so happy.
Okay, so we've been dating. We've been dating for like 3 months.
3 months. So it's fresh.
It's fresh.
So you haven't had a real argument yet?
No, we've known each other for over 25 years.
I hear that from women all the time. He's not the same man.
That's true.
He's probably a great man, but he's 25 years ago, man, to today is a totally different
Exactly.
man.
That's true.
My belts are different.
Yeah,
my
that's true.
socks are different. So.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
that's good, though.
so basically, I feel like it just depends on each person.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I mean.
situation.
It just depends on each person.
The connection, we're not young no more, so if she feel that good connection,
yeah. And you
Ride
trust
with
it.
it.
You trust him with you. You trust him with your
him,
kids.
ride with it. Yeah.
And if both people are intentional about why we're spending time together,
That's a big
why am I getting off work, coming over and cooking for you and packing an overnight bag and why am I doing all this? What are we trying to do? What is your plan? And I like a man with a goal.
If he wants her, he gonna make it very clear.
He gonna get it going.
Yeah, and I feel like I have misread people. So I've learned from past experiences. I have had people around my kids that weren't the best for them, and they didn't do any harm necessarily, but it's just like my kids wasn't really vibing, and I'm like, but I'm happy, y'all, and I didn't pay attention to that. Yeah. And so I think that now where I'm at now, like I use those moments to pay attention to how you treat them and how you deal with them and how they deal with you and how do they respond to you, because that's important.
Yes.
So
so we got to get down to the last few minutes of the hour. I have a couple more questions. Hit them like you would ride that car for a ride. Hit it quick. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
For me.
I'm talking to you.
Go ahead.
So what do you wish that women would stop doing in relationships? What is something that maybe you experienced? You're like, I wish I would stop.
Being combative. Being defensive.
Okay. Stop being defensive. And we have to talk to him another day. It's just too much.
It is
deep.
It is.
It's very deep. Stop being so mean. Then what about women with masculine energy? Do you feel that you meet a lot of women that are bossed up, like you said? They got the degrees, they got the car, they got the body, they didn't pay for all, and they're so masculine. They've been so used to spoiling. I tell my friends, you spoil yourself so long. that you won't even let this man spoil you. You
Yeah.
won't let him love you. You won't let him care for you. You won't let him reach up and grab something
Yeah.
or nothing. And I'm sick of it. No.
Yes.
So do you feel like you meet a lot of women that do that, or
Yes.
masculine energy
Yes.
is just like,
yes,
ooh.
yes. I asked a specific question. I'm like, are you submissive or dominant?
Uh-huh.
Some women would instantly be like, well, I'm both.
Okay.
You know,
What you think about that?
There's a time and a place, you know, because when you're a single parent like herself, you have to be some type of dominant.
Yep.
But the thing is, when it comes to a man, if you want to be feminine, it's okay to be feminine. Be sensitive, cry. It's okay to cry. It's
I be
okay.
crying all the time.
But the thing is, a man can allow a man to be the shoulder that you want. You
Absolutely,
know? But
yes.
I do meet a lot of women that have masculine energy.
Okay. And I think that is going to be, you tell me about that. Social media. Do you do social media with your person? You're dating me,
Right.
not me.
Yeah, you. Go ahead.
Okay, he dated me.
Yeah, we're dating.
Exclusively, I'm getting purple flowers every week and everything.
That's right.
And are we on social media connected, tagging each other? People know we rocking, or I don't do social media with people that I'm dating.
It just depends.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
Okay.
You know, because I feel like it's more peaceful without it. I always tell people, you can jinx your relationship
Yes.
with social media.
Okay.
Then you have to go back and answer the questions of
Yes.
what happened. All of a sudden, the man disappeared.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
A lot can
Exactly.
happen.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. I haven't had to answer that question in a long time.
Okay. Okay.
If you rock with me, rock
We
with
gotta
me.
take this back to my place. We're out of time. And we
No,
got
you're
so
good.
much
You're
to
good.
say.
You're
Let's
good.
just go to my
You're
house and
fine.
turn on
That's
Facebook
right.
Live, y'all.
That's right.
Hey guys, you've been tuned into the A-List right here at Wave One Media. I'm Angel Starks. I've been your host. We've been here with the great Devin Richardson, and he is Devin the barber. And then we've been here with Kelly Antoinette, a fabulous, beautiful singer and mother, and just a great woman with a lot of different hats that she's been wearing. And Devin, I want you to give your social media handle, if you could. We'll put that on the screen. We've put pictures of his work up there. We've got you taken care of. But how can they reach you?
On Instagram, Devin the Barber, DevinTheBarber. First one with the in the middle of his name.
Okay.
But Facebook, Devin Richardson.
Okay.
Yep.
And of course, you guys know where you can find me. I'm all across social media at Angel_Stark78. I'm also on my vlog page. It's just Angel Starks, where I vlog my entire life, love, life, fitness, travel, luxury lifestyle, nourishment, anything that has to do with my life, you're going to see it on there. So tune in tonight at 7:30 for our last week's show, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. All right. Thank you, guys.
Peace. Appreciate it.